So guys, जैसे कि आप जानते हैं, so a few weeks back, folks at Movavi reached out to us and asked us if we would like to check out the latest Movavi update. Now, for those who don't remember, I have reviewed Movavi Video Editor a year ago, so I was kind of excited to see what has changed. Now, this software only costs 1600 rupees, so I was not expecting anything like Final Cut Pro and Premiere Pro. That being said, we are going to edit this entire video on Movavi Video Editor. You know, just that you have the idea of what you're getting into. So let's begin then.
Shape. Close your eyes. Think about the sea.
So when you start the software, you get two standard options: new project or a quick video. If you're new into video editing, then choose quick video. Here you need to specify few clips, add an editing style and music, etc. and the app will put everything together for you. But since I have a little bit experience in video editing, I'm more interested to check out the complete video editor because that's where the fun is, right? So let's create a new project. First up, let's add our video clip. Okay, so we still don't have the media library here like we see in Premiere Pro and Final Cut Pro. Movavi directly dropped our video clip onto the timeline. The library on Final Cut Pro, for example, really comes in handy to organize and log the footage. Not exactly a deal breaker, but it needs some time to get used to. Okay, so this is interesting. A magnetic timeline. I like that. For those who are not familiar with magnetic timeline, well, when you move a clip around in the timeline, the software automatically creates room for it and stitches the timeline just like a magnet. Magnetic timeline was first introduced on Final Cut Pro 10 and at that time industry had a very extreme opinion on it. But personally speaking, I find magnetic timeline quite intuitive and I like the fact that it's also on Movavi Video Editor. Now on Final Cut Pro, I detach an audio clip from the video track. It helps if you want to cut, trim, join the audio clip without affecting the video. Let's see if you can do it here. And yeah, you can. This is a good option. So beside the usual functions like joining two clips, trimming it and adding a text layer, what else can you do? Well, how about keyframe editing? Well, just like the last time, I don't see the keyframe toggles in the clip properties. Now without the keyframe toggles, I can't manually animate the position, scale or change the opacity of a video clip. Not all is lost though. I do see an option to keyframe the audio levels here, which we use when we edit the audio level for our videos. Even this pan and zoom feature lets you play with two keyframes to create an animated movement. For example, if you want to take a pan shot of a smartphone but you don't have a fluid tripod, well, in that case you can just snap a picture of it and then apply the pan and zoom here and the output should look smooth as butter. Personally, I like to use keyframe while editing the videos, but if you're a beginner or just want to do some simple video editing, then Movavi will do the job for you. Moving on, we sometimes also apply jump cuts in our videos. The cuts become effective when we scale two clips differently, but since we don't have the scale options in clip properties, so we will have to place the first clip whose scale you want to change on top of the previous one. And then double click on it. I know it wasn't easy to get this at first. It would be better if we can get the scaling option right in the clip properties. Now I know what you may be thinking, where does TechWiser get its music from? And well, it's SoundCloud. So I will just download one from there and put it in the audio track. Okay, so the video is pretty much done. Now let's talk about the things that I like about Movavi. The very first thing that I like is the call out effect. So if you're planning to do a lot of screen recording, this should come in handy. In fact, even FCP and Premiere Pro don't have this option built in. So it's pretty cool that we have it in Movavi. Another surprising one is the stabilization feature. Although don't expect it to do wonders if you have a shaky smartphone footage. Now let's talk about the things that can be improved on Movavi. And the very first thing would be the inability to customize shortcuts. I mean, there are keyboard shortcuts in Movavi, but unfortunately you cannot customize them. For example, if I want to go to the next frame, the keyboard shortcut for that is Command plus right arrow key on Mac. I would prefer to change it to simply just right arrow key, but unfortunately you cannot do that. And of course, media library is something that I really miss, but considering the price of 15 plus, I think it's worth it. So finally, who should buy Movavi? Well, just like I said in my previous video, I will place Movavi somewhere between a beginner to an intermediate video editor. You see, it has all the basic features like cut, trim, join. You can also add a video, text and an audio layer, but at the same time it doesn't have the advanced features like media library and keyframe editing. Overall, if you're a beginner, I will recommend a software that gets shit done rather than you have to figuring out how to use it. And once you get your feet wet, you can always upgrade to more advanced video editing software. So yeah, go check out Movavi. A link to that will be in the description below with a coupon code and hopefully a giveaway. So it's Minan signing off. I will see you in the next one.